need for or an emergency to bring a population control bill or law as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, and I will talk more about this, but before that let me just very quickly give you some data to begin with when it comes to UP, India's most populous state, is concerned. Just take a look. The 2021 this is the data which in fact has come in. It says that 2.7 per thousand people is the birth rate in the state of Uttar Pradesh. The government says that its aim is at this moment, let's just chart out from 2021 to 2030. What is it that the government of Uttar Pradesh wants to do as far as the population control is concerned? What is that they are aiming for? In 2021, it is 2.7 births per thousand people. By 2026, the government wants to bring it down to 2.1 per thousand people, and the aim is by 2030 to bring it down to 1.9 per thousand people. But ladies and gentlemen, this aim of the government of Uttar Pradesh, this entire program of the government of Uttar Pradesh, this intent of the government of Uttar Pradesh has come under sharp criticism. Politics, of course, on this is going on. There are many other BJP states which are following suit. But is there a real need for a population control bill? Take a look at our top story.
What's India's biggest problem? Population. What's stopping India from top-speed progress? Population. And what's the new fiery flashpoint on India's political battlefield? You guessed it, population. And the seed of this new flashpoint, Yogi Adityanath's Uttar Pradesh, has just gotten a whole lot bigger.
It will be better that he must listen to the BJP people and make new policies. Two-child policy is there in the state of Maharashtra as well in many states of this country.
सामाजिक समरसता और विकास दोनों के नज़रिए से देख करके इस पर काम करने की ज़रूरत है। इसीलिए योगी जी की सरकार को धन्यवाद देता हूं जो इतना बड़ा कदम उठाने का काम किया है। इसे जात, धर्म, राजनीति, वोट बैंक को अलग करके देखना चाहिए।
The issue has divided the BJP's allies and critics as well. While the JDU sees the solution to India's population explosion as awareness and education, the NCP's Sharad Pawar has gone on record to endorse the need for strict measures to control the country's exploding population.
जनसंख्या नियंत्रण के लिए अगर आप सिर्फ कानून बना करके कोई उसका उपाय करेंगे, ये सभी ठीक से संभव नहीं है। जब महिलाएं पूरे तौर पर पढ़ी रहेंगी तो इतनी जागृति आती है, इतना कॉन्शसनेस होता है कि अपने आप प्रजनन दर घटेगा। तो हम लोग तो इसी पर काम कर रहे हैं।
The politics has ensured that the issue becomes a major theme in the run-up to the UP elections in early 2022. Significantly, the flashpoint is rapidly becoming a national theme. After Uttar Pradesh and Assam proposed Hum Do Hamare Do policies to discourage large families, more states are nodding in approval. The BJP's big southern bastion of Karnataka has expressed interest in such a population control model.
Now, with limited resources available, it's left to be seen if the government of Karnataka can bring all sections of society together to control its population. But it's not going to be an easy task.
Apart from Karnataka, there's a growing chorus for a population control policy in Madhya Pradesh as well.
BJP MLA Rameshwar Sharma has written to Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan demanding that a law on population control be made. He has called the increasing population of the state as a cause of concern and an impediment to the overall growth of the state.
इस देश की बहुत बड़ी समस्या आबादी है और जनसंख्या नियंत्रण को लेकर कानूनी परिधि में ये विषय जरूर आना चाहिए और उसको कानून की परिधि में लाकर यदि हम काम करेंगे तो निश्चित रूप से उसका लाभ इस देश की भावी पीढ़ी को होगा।
The population policy chorus isn't limited to BJP-ruled states. There's a divide within the Congress on the issue.
कई सार्वजनिक प्लेटफॉर्म पे मैंने राज्य के चिकित्सा मंत्री होने के नाते भी मैंने कहा है कि अब समय आ गया हम दो हमारे एक। इस आबादी का नियंत्रण करना जरूरी है और उस पर जो भी कानून भारत सरकार को लाना चाहिए उनको।
यही भारतीय जनता पार्टी है। जब नसबंदी का कार्यक्रम चला था तो ये लोग विरोध किए थे। यदि 70 के दशक में यदि नसबंदी को यदि उसी को आगे बढ़ाते तो आज ये जनसंख्या इतनी नहीं बढ़ी होती। आज इस जनसंख्या नियंत्रण के लिए यदि कानून बना दें तो कानून से कोई समस्या का हल तो होना नहीं है जब तक के लोगों में अवेयरनेस ना हो।
One thing is certain, population politics just became one of the big buzzwords in India as it cruises into another election season. Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, so you just saw in that report how everybody has their opinions as far as the population control is concerned and the kind of law in the bill that they are demanding. But just to give you a sense of where is India's population heading to, I mean, are we really going at an alarming rate, or any particular community is growing at an alarming rate? Just take a look at the dip in the numbers, the total fertility rate of all communities, and this is the comparison between 2005, 2006 to 2015, 2016. Okay, so just take a look. Hindus, if we divide it by the segment, because a lot of this population control politics, in fact, is going on. Particularly, people are talking about certain communities. Now, there has been a decline of 0.46% as far as the fertility rate of Hindus is concerned. This is the data from National Family Health Survey. Muslims, meanwhile, the decline has been 0.79%. Christians, minus 0.35%. Sikhs, minus 0.37%. Buddhists 0.51%, and Jains the fertility has declined to 0.34%. There is all communities, if you see, largely with education and in the changing environment, there is a dip as far as the fertility rates are concerned of various communities across the country. Now, I very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, because the Bharatiya Janata Party and the BJP ruled states are talking extensively about population control and a need to bring this law, which the opposition says is just in mind to as far as the Uttar Pradesh elections are concerned. I just want to give you a sense of how sensitive has the BJP members, both MLAs and MPs themselves been. Now just take a look. In Uttar Pradesh, one BJP MLA has 8 children. Another BJP MLA has 7 children. 8 BJP MLAs in the state of Uttar Pradesh, where Yogi Adityanath government wants to bring this bill, has 6 children. 15 MLAs in UP have 5 children. 44 BJP MLAs have 4 children. 83 have 3 children. 103 UP BJP MLAs have 2 children. And 34 BJP MLAs have 1 child. Now, just to clarify and to give you a sense, it's not that somebody who has in the past has more children has no right to talk about population control or to give their opinion. But the fact is that when the party says and particularly speaks about one community, then there is double standard and hypocrisy that needs to be exposed as far as any political party is concerned. I just want to give you a larger sense, because Mr. Ravi Kishan, who is the MP from the Bharatiya Janata Party in Uttar Pradesh, who has 4 children of his own and is very now vocal, seems to be very vocal about population control. What is this Bharatiya Janata Party's status, the MP status or overall status in the Lok Sabha? 149 MPs in the Lok Sabha across party lines have 3 or more children. 96 BJP MPs in Lok Sabha have 3 or more children. 21 BJP MPs have 4 children, and 12 BJP MPs have 5 children. I want to go across right now to Rahul Srivastav, National Affairs Editor, India Today. And before I go to Rahul, welcome. And I was speaking about the politics and the kind of voices that we are hearing on this. I just want to understand from you, because there is a sudden spurt. All BJP ruled states seems to be talking about this child control policy, population control policy. But the government of India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, on December 12, 2020, in an affidavit in the Supreme Court, went ahead and said that the National Health Policy has set out indicative quantitative goals and objectives which include the achievement of total fertility rate, that is 2:1, by 2025. The government in the same affidavit goes on to say, in fact, international experience shows that any coercion to have a certain number of children is counterproductive and leads to demographic distortions. Modi government, the BJP government in the Supreme Court at the center says something else. Why is it that this message has not percolated down to all the BJP states which are asking for 2 children ROM right now?
Ankit, it stems from the very fact that 12 states in the country already have similar laws. Now, there are states which had barred people from electoral exercises and others and government jobs. There were certain punitive elements in those bills, but has the population come down? Remember, these elements that if you do have more than XYZ number of children, then you will not get a government job, then you may not get an increment, you may not get promotions. How many government jobs are there in Uttar Pradesh, Ankit? How many legislatures are there? There are some 405 odd legislatures in Uttar Pradesh. Now you bar people from contesting for 405 seats. Will it bring down the population? Because it does not impact the ordinary citizen. The NFHS 4, the 5th one is about to come. 4 is not going to be very different from the 5th. And it very clearly says that people, women in rural India have a fertility of 1.6 to 4.4 on an average 4 children. Ankit, policies of this kind since 1975, infamous sterilization drives have proved counterproductive. Ask any expert on population, worth his or her salt, will tell you poverty and awareness. There are societies like Kerala and others which have registered much better fertility rates, which are much lower, primarily because they have achieved 100% education.
Okay.
That is the key which nobody wants to tackle. And Ankit, poverty. Also very important, Ankit, in this is the subtext that Muslims are having most children. That's the true subtext, and that's why the timing of the bill is now 6 months or 5 months closer to the election. Ankit, the fertility rate is among Muslims actually is coming down better than the Hindus.
That is
also,
what we just put out, Rahul. In fact,
there is barely 1 child difference between a Hindu and a minority member.
That is exactly the numbers and the data that we put out in fact, before we started this report about the declining fertility rate. And as Rahul is saying, the subtext seems to be the election, subtext seems to be a community, subtext seems to be trying to politically utilize this, charge the environment just before the Uttar Pradesh elections, take place and in 2022. Rahul, I request you to stay on with